Hey man, what's going on, man? Hey man, we back with another episode of Talking Titans 615, man. It's your boy E Will. Man, I'm just kind of, hitting on some stuff today, man, that I kind of seen on Facebook this morning um, about Wesley Woodyard and some stuff he had to say about Mike Vrabel. Uh, you know, Everybody kind of had their opinions on, why the Titans fired Mike Vrabel and, the real story and all this other stuff. But it's kind of coming out, man, like over the, past couple of years, a lot of players, man, they seem to be like real unhappy playing here, man, like in the organization. Like everybody who's left has thrown a shot at the Titans. I feel like, besides the Ben Jones and Taylor Lewans, is everybody who's left has thrown a shot at us, about the way we operate our organization. Now, I don't know if that's like, more about Amy or was that more about Mike Vrabel? You know, it's kind of weird to me though that Vrabel has been out here now for probably about what 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But people say he's this hot commodity as a coach, but Titans have made a hire already. Raiders made their hire already. There's been words about Chargers are possibly, finna have Harbaugh as they coach. So I'm like, if Mike Vrabel is that guy, why hasn't anyone just threw a piece of paper and a pen in front of him and said sign? Like, it's just weird. And don't get me wrong, I know the Rooney Rule. I know you gotta interview your minority coaches and all that type of stuff. But you can knock those interviews out in a day. And you can just get them on through there and say, you know what, Mike, hey, come on back in, man. We gonna sign you, but we just gotta do these two first. Then come on back in and sign. We'll sign you. But it ain't happened. So man, I just kind of think it's a lot more to that to the Mike Vrabel thing than what people know. Me personally, I loved Mike Vrabel, man. Like when I seen Mike Vrabel on the sideline, he looked like a football coach. Seeing him out there work out with the players and, just do one-on-one drills with the defensive linemen, the linebackers, the offensive linemen. Like, that's what you want in your football coach. But he was definitely a leader of men. But I think he rubbed some men the wrong way. So that's about all I really got to say about Mike Vrabel, man. Like, I wish him the best of luck, but, it's time to get on to this new regime, really get this ball rolling, man, a couple of things I wanted to hit on today, man, was pretty much like, Brian Callahan, to me, seems like a great hire. Now, only time will tell, but from the outside looking in, it looked like a good hire. Just some stuff that I had looked up on Brian Callahan. Started with Denver in 2002 as a coaching assistant. Was on their Super Bowl 50 team, Peyton Manning. Now, of course, no, he did not, get Peyton the way he, got to, no. But he was studying, you know what I'm saying? Watching Peyton Manning, watching other coaches, on their Denver team, hey, it's got to count for something. Then going to Detroit, as a quarterbacks coach, working with Matthew Stafford. We know Matthew Stafford, Hall of Famer, not really, but still a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Still a good quarterback, got him a ring. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't get him a ring in Detroit, but Matthew Stafford got him a ring, in LA. So I'm going to give Matthew Stafford some respect. Went to the Raiders as a quarterback coach, worked with Derek Carr. I know people got this, I know people talk about Derek Carr. I know people feel like Derek Carr is not that good, but to be honest, Derek Carr is a pretty decent quarterback. He's serviceable. He's not, he ain't no scrub, but he's not the guy that's probably going to, he probably ain't going to win you no Super Bowl though. Unless you got him on a good team, great defense, all of that. But then of course you got him in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. So right now, it looks like a great hire. He seems like a young mind. He's 39 years old, young guy. You know what I'm saying? Seems like a young mind. He's ready to take over, turn this Titan offense into something that we can watch, bro. Like, it's just depressing watching us go three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out. I mean, it sometimes, bro, it don't even look like we have a chance to even move the ball. Like it's just bad. You know, the defense. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Our defense is not the best defense, but you know, when you playing defense, you can't defend 0 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to defend something. You know, you want your offense to at least be able to put up 25, 30 points a game. And then, you know, you can go out there motivated to play defense. But it's hard to be motivated to play defense when you know your offense can't move the ball. And you see Ryan Tannehill out there just throwing check downs and throwing footballs in the dirt or interceptions in your own territory. You know. Now, me, I've never been the type of guy that felt like Ryan Tannehill was trash. Ryan Tannehill did the best he could with what we had, and then he did a hell of a lot. I ain't gonna lie, AFC Championship game, he didn't do a lot on that run, but you still had to have somebody getting that ball in their hand when they said hut, and Ryan Tannehill was serviceable. You know, we know Derrick Henry was the workhorse, but Ryan Tannehill was very serviceable for us when we had more of a complete team, you know. So, I mean, I'm just really excited. I know everybody's not excited about Brian Callahan, you know, but, I mean, what can we lose? I mean, we just came off of 2 horrible seasons. I mean, at this point. And I mean, like, what's the difference? If Mike Vrabel would have stayed and we went another, 6 and 10, 6 and 11? I mean, what would we have been saying next year? We had another losing season with Mike Vrabel, and then another losing season with Mike Vrabel. Like, something's got to change. You know, something's got to change. So, I don't know how much of the roster Mike Vrabel was responsible for, because I know a lot of people say that, you know, hey, well, it's the roster, it's not Vrabel. And I agree. But I'm like, as a coach, I can't just say, okay, I'm going to go out here and just coach whatever y'all put out there. I mean, come on, man. Realistically, I'm fighting for my job every year. That's just the league we in. Them coaches, they fight for their jobs every year. Y'all not finna send me out here with Goodwill product and I'm going up against Gucci stores and all of this. We gonna lose. We gonna lose. I'm telling you, we gonna lose. Like, and one thing about the Titans organization over the years is that we've always been known to not pay people. You know, it was a breath of fresh air to see us pay Jeffrey Simmons. To finally take one of our superstar players, finally take them serious and know, hey, this dude is a stone for the defense. You know, he's a stepping stone. He's the cornerstone of the defense. You know, you build around Jeffrey Simmons. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, Brian Callahan is gonna come down to his coaching staff. It's gonna come down to the guys that he really, you know, put around him. And I really think he's gonna do great. I really do. Like I said, I don't think it can really get no worse. I mean, when you make the playoffs, you're not a good team. I'm just gonna be real. You miss the playoffs. Nothing matters when you miss the playoffs. I don't care about all the other, you know, stats we did during the year. D. Henry going over 10. I don't care about none of that. I mean, that's great. You miss the playoffs, bro. The season's a failure. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you don't win a championship, the season's a failure in my eyes, really. But I mean, you know, like, what are we really, you know, what are we playing for? You know, I mean, we playing for championships. I mean, at least that's what we want to be. You know, we want to be a championship team. You know, so I mean, change was needed, man. You know, change was needed. I also seen this morning that, you know, Rand Carthon got a promotion. So he's went from the executive vice president. No. He went from general manager to also the executive vice president now. So, you know, that puts him in control of the roster. And it also puts him in control over the coaching staff. So, you know, Amy said in that last conference, you know, with Mike Keefe, that she was going to let us know after they made that hire with Brian Callahan. She was going to let us know who was in charge. And it looked like Rand. I don't know how Rand did it. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I don't know what's going on. But looked like she didn't put Rand in charge. So, hey, I'm excited. I just hope Amy know what the hell she doing. Cause, from Mike Vrabel mouth, Rand wasn't ready for all this. So we gonna see. We gonna see what's going on. So yeah, man, like we gonna see how it work out. He seemed like he ready to take the helm. I believe they made Chad Brinker, they made him the president of football operations now. So the regime has changed, from the top. So it ain't got no choice but to trickle on down to the roster. So as Titans fans, man, this is what we've been wanting. Change is always scary, because you don't want to go back to them years, the Jake Locker years, and where it was a little rocky. Ken Witherhunt, you don't want to go back. We ain't really trying to go back to that type of rebuild, for real. So yeah, man, we're gonna see how it work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay on top of everything. See what's really going on. Man, we just got so much work to do, man. I mean, the draft coming up. I know everybody want to take an offensive lineman, and trust me, I know we need offensive linemen. But when is the last time the Titans took a draft pick in the first round that you were actually excited about, though? Like, when was the last time we took a first round draft pick and you were excited to see this guy on the field? It's been a while. Like, it's really been a while. Like, I mean, to me, of course, offensive linemen are important to the game. But there's never been an offensive lineman that's came out of college and I was like, I can't wait to see this guy block on the field. Like, there's never been an offensive lineman that I could think of that I was like, I can't wait to see this guy get out there on the line and play football. No. We need an explosive receiver. We need weapons. Get Will Levis some weapons, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the money. We can build a line through free agency. Because the way I look at it, if you go out and get out, you keep getting these top tackles and right tackles and all this stuff in the first round, there's going to come a day where you're going to have to pay them. And you ain't going to be able to pay everybody. You just not going to be able to do it. So you might as well, you got Peter last year. Man, we go out, we still, Bronco, all these guys. I mean, we got to just retool this offensive line somehow. But we need explosion. Give me Malik Neighbors, give me Aduzier. Marvin Harrison Jr. will be gone. He going to be gone for sure. So, I mean, y'all just tell me, man, what y'all think, man. Do you think the Titans made the right decision with hiring Brian Callahan? I mean, I think they did. I mean, only time will tell. So, yeah, hey, man, that's all I got to talk about today, man. Hey, man, it's your boy E. Will, man. We on Talking Titans 615, man. Hey, man, like and subscribe. And I'll get back with y'all.